Do you have a desire for your children to love learning and know how to learn and govern their own education so they can move it forward for the rest of their lives? Do you hunger for God's parenting wisdom to direct the formation of Christ-like character in your family? A whole life education will utilize all of your family's real life in the learning process while focusing on what is central to life, your relationships. Hello, I'm Marilyn Hauschel. And on behalf of everyone at Lifestyle Learning Association of Christian Home Educators, I'd like to invite your family to become a member of our growing community of families who are embracing and developing a lifestyle learning approach to home education. Your membership will benefit your whole family and includes an honorary membership for your children's grandparents who are eager to support your family's journey with home education. You and your children will be inspired by the real-life examples demonstrated in other families who are succeeding in developing a whole-life education. We have a wide variety of content for your whole family to enjoy together that promises not only to release your children's creativity, but provide wise instruction for you, the parent, in how to direct a well-rounded learning process that also forms character. You and your children will love watching Miss Marilyn's Visits, a weekly video series which consists of 2 types of interviews with kids. Informal learning is where I interview kids about a single project or collection they've been working on. Blossoming Interest is where I talk with older kids about their entire interest developing as they made strong connections to their own learning process. The students describe challenges faced and overcome and problems that were troubleshooted along the way. They also share any frustrations they might have had but chose to overcome so they could develop their skills to mastery and continue to move their life and education forward in a positive direction. The videos include close-ups of projects, descriptions of learning processes, and an interview with the student's mom who discusses the character formation and the learning tools developed through the creative process. You'll be amazed to recognize how much your own children can learn and grow through the expression of even a single interest. And you'll be excited to learn just how many interests a student educated by lifestyle learning principles will want to develop and how skilled they can become. Your children will be inspired toward building their skill and creativity as they pursue connecting to a deeper and broader learning process for themselves. To further encourage your children to think about their character formation, you'll also have access to Character Blog for Children, written by Rachel Poling. Rachel writes from her experiences with her own siblings and other children to describe common character issues, and then points the way toward the formation of Christ-like character in relational practices. Parents will also be inspired to examine their own parenting practices as they read these posts with their children. For even more inspiration in what a lifestyle of learning can look like in your family, your children will be able to view the interactive Lifestyle of Learning Kids project notebooks, featuring pictures with the students' own descriptions, as well as mommy notes discussing the character formed and the learning tools developed through the delight-directed interest. Like the videos, the notebooks will encourage you to see the learning benefits in your children's projects when they are released to pursue valuable activities wholeheartedly. At LOLACHE, you and your children will find a collection of our favorite resources coming from all sorts of interests. We'll share with you why we like a resource and where it can be found. These resources will inspire you and your children to pursue learning by teaching yourselves as you pick up tips from fellow lifestyle learning families. As your children develop their interests, they'll also have an opportunity to showcase their own delight-directed projects, photos, videos, and writing on their own project forum. The Kids Forum is categorized according to interest, so your children can easily find what they're looking for. It will be fun for them to see the work of other lifestyle of learning kids with the same interest as their own, or they can browse through all the different interests for additional inspiration and ideas. They'll be able to ask questions of other kids about their projects and share their own resources and methods for achieving their results. We believe that your children will be so inspired that it won't be long before they will want to begin making their own delight-directed notebooks too. And to encourage them to get started, we're providing for new members of LOLACHE a downloadable Kids Get Started Lifestyle Learning Notebook packet that will nudge your children toward the making of meaningful notebooks of their favorite interests. This is an excellent way for your kids to round out their learning process as they use all 5 of the learning tools at their disposal to prepare their projects or collections for presentation. Writing about their projects as captured in photos will increase their language skills, and learning how to clearly explain and describe their project and learning process will develop their communication and presentation skills. The regular opportunity to share their work with others will provide much encouragement for your kids to take their creative ideas from concept to completion more often, instead of just for an event they prepare for only once a year. The Kids Forum will certainly inspire your children to more strongly own the learning process for themselves. And to increase your understanding of how to nurture your children's individuality, I've prepared a special 11-page e-article for you to download. Your children's individuality and unique creative profile will lead you to take a deeper look at each of your children's inborn traits so you can nurture what God has placed within them to do. Since you will be collecting material from your own self-education in lifestyle learning principles, we have a downloadable Get Started Lifestyle Learning Notebook packet for moms too. It has sections for everything you could want, including sections for making notes about your kids' interests, sections for your ebooks, e-articles, and audio transcripts, as well as extra tabs to create your own sections. What a great way to get organized and motivated toward your own self-education in a natural and fulfilling lifestyle learning way. To provide regular instruction for parents, as a member of LOLACHE, you will also have unlimited access to the audios and transcripts of our conference calls, which will enable you to listen to them at your own leisure. One audio series is Wisdom's Way Q&A with myself and Barbie Poling, where moms call in on the phone line to ask questions about lifestyle of learning and relational concerns. Having the transcript is like reading a mini article, and with the audio can be really beneficial for busy parents, giving you more options to choose from and how to get a message. Another audio series is Lifestyle of Learning Beginnings interviews with myself and a guest, where you will hear inspiring stories of how other moms coming from all walks of life began a lifestyle of learning and how it changed their family relationships as a result. Do you need to hear words of life to encourage you in your journey? You won't want to miss the monthly hour-long live teleseminar with myself and Barbie Poling, available to our members for free. Barbie and I have a strong desire to encourage you in your personal relationship with the Lord. You will receive more detailed instruction for implementing training principles with your children that will contribute to both their character formation and develop in them the 5 learning tools described in my book, Wisdom's Way of Learning. And to help you understand the work God wants to accomplish in you as the parent, an hour-long monthly teleseminar series, Love's Actions with Barbie Poling, will certainly stimulate you toward the good works God wants to see in your family relationships. The seminar messages are based on the book by the same title that was published as a companion to my book, Empowering the Transfer of Moral Values and Faith. Not only are we providing a means of regular inspiration and instruction for your family's lifestyle of learning, but a way for moms to connect with other moms who are learning to love and educate their families in freedom and wisdom at the heart level. As a member of LOLACHE, you won't have to feel alone anymore, always feeling like you're doing something different than everyone around you. On our Moms Forum, you'll connect with moms all across the country, perhaps even in your own state, living closer to you than you might think. You'll be able to ask questions and find encouragement to continue your journey in developing a lifestyle of learning in your family. You'll also find an opportunity to share your progress and breakthroughs with other members, and you'll be able to witness the progress experienced by other moms and be inspired by their testimonies of God's work in their family. In return, you'll want to bless them with a testimony of your own growth and change as you experience the freedom and depth of Christ-like character developing in your family relationships. As a member of LOLACHE, you will also have access to the Mommy blog, which features posts written by our members. It'll give you a chance to learn from the wisdom and experience of other moms who are currently practicing how to combine principles of growth with principles of learning. Their examples and descriptive processes will give you another picture of how the lifestyle of learning approach leads to a rich and full education, not only academically, but in character formation as well. LOLACHE members have their own e-store where all the products are 25% off. Just this member benefit alone is worth the price of the membership, and we have many new products in the wings being developed for future release, including the new 7 Seasons to Life coaching program coming in 2012. To keep you informed and updated about all the newest weekly offerings at LOLACHE, you'll also receive a weekly newsletter with interesting things for your whole family. Each newsletter features a note from myself and a sneak peek into what's new, including blog posts, the newest episode of Miss Marilyn's Visits, along with a resource highlight from our growing list of favorites, as well as a member highlight, so you'll get a chance to meet one of our members and her family and hear a testimony of God's work in their lives. The e-newsletter will provide weekly reminders of what's going on so you can plan your online time accordingly. We have so many more ideas for future benefits to help you and your family become successful in your home educating journey. You don't have to feel alone anymore. We'd love for you to join our growing community at LOLACHE. We look forward to serving you and your family, and we're so grateful to be in the Lord's service.